Heyo, don't know why I started the video like that, but we're picking something random from my Letterboxd watchlist and reviewing it. Let's see what today's movie is. I Drink Your Blood. This poster looks kind of crazy. I don't know what this is at the top of my head. A group of satanic hippies say no more. Of course, let's go. Well, that was insanely violent for a movie released in 1971. I'm actually kind of taken aback by this one. Apparently, this got an X rating back in the day, which doesn't surprise me at all. I feel like that might even be the reason why it ended up on my watch list in the first place, but I really can't say for sure. I don't remember hearing about this for the first time, so when I sat down to watch it, I had zero context. It's kind of crazy that something like this could barely make it into theaters 50 years ago, and now anyone can just watch it on Tubi. God bless you, Tubi. I love you. The story is set in a dying town where the only work you can get is either in construction or at the local bakery. Most of the houses have already been abandoned, so when a roaming group of Satan-worshipping hippies roll through town, they decide to take refuge in one of the abandoned buildings. As conflict arises between the hippies and the local townsfolk, I thought I knew where the story was going, but no. There's more to this. I Drink Your Blood takes a lot of inspiration from Night of the Living Dead. It's not quite a ripoff, but it's in that territory. So about halfway through the movie, the satanic cult gets infected with rabies by eating tainted meat, which basically turns them into zombies. It's an absolutely bonkers direction for the movie to take, but it does lead to a pretty entertaining and very bloody third act. I Drink Your Blood is a grindhouse exploitation film through and through. That means that even today, some of its content is questionable. Lots of dead animals are shown on screen, and while it doesn't seem like they were killed for the film, it's definitely still upsetting. Having scenes where characters are playing around with dead animal carcasses just crosses some sort of line for me. I'm not even that disgusted or outraged by it. It just seems unnecessarily disrespectful. This is definitely that type of exploitation film that wanted to show audiences all that crazy shit they've never seen before. Somehow, this is the film's biggest strength and weakness. After this film, its director, David E. Durston, went on to shoot hardcore pornography throughout the rest of the 70s, so that should probably tell you something. I think the focus of I Drink Your Blood was to shock, not to tell a good, cohesive story. There are a lot of what I can only describe as weird choices that bring the movie down. I already mentioned the animal stuff, which I of course won't show you any of, but it's stuff like that. There's some crazy racist stereotyping with the villains in this movie, and for some reason, it starts with a character getting sexually assaulted. It's not shown on screen and barely gets mentioned ever again, so it's just, as I said before, weird. I know it might seem strange to criticize an exploitation movie for its questionable content, but my point isn't that I was offended by these things. It's that they don't make any sense. The filmmakers clearly just wrote a script with as many shocking and offensive things in it as possible, and spent very little time actually justifying those things. It's a little bit of a bummer because somewhere underneath all that exploitative fluff lies a somewhat competent riff on Night of the Living Dead. It absolutely takes a while to get there, and the fact that the Satanists get rabies because their meat pies were poisoned by a child is absolutely ridiculous, but even so, the third act of this movie fucks. It's complete mayhem with Herschel Gordon Lewis levels of gore. Not all of it looks amazing, but as I said in the beginning, I was taken aback by it, especially for a movie released in 1971. It definitely earns that X rating. I don't want to make it seem like this is a hidden gem in any way. I think it's largely been forgotten about for good reason, but even so, I'm glad I saw it. I'm certainly never going to tell any of my normie friends about it, but movies like this aren't meant for them, and that's okay. However, for those who have an interest in extreme cinema, rip-off movies, or the history of violence of film, I think there's a lot to dig into here. So the next time you get cornered by some weird guy whose favorite movies are Cannibal Holocaust and a Serbian film, ask him if he's seen I Drink Your Blood, and then quickly run in the opposite direction. And that's it from me today. Definitely the most extreme movie we've covered on this show so far, but I thought it was interesting from a historical perspective. If you enjoyed this video, check back for another one tomorrow. Leave a like, that always helps out. And yeah, we'll talk about more movies soon. Okay, bye.